general. So let's look at living a life of influence. And I believe that for you to succeed in affiliate marketing, you need to understand how to live a life of influence, because you can use influence and influence people to buy from you through your affiliate links or through whatever thing you're selling using the affiliate marketing strategy. And that's why I believe that when you know this, it gets to help you a lot. Living a life that has meaning, significance, and influence is one of the most widely held goals in existence. One sign that you are a mature person, one sign that you're somebody who has experienced life and you understand life to a certain extent, you start looking at life beyond money. You start looking at life beyond something. Start looking at life in terms of meaning, in terms of significance, in terms of influence. Like the same way you can use affiliate marketing or any other business model or business program, you are not just looking at profitability. You are looking at influence. You're looking at how do you create meaning in the lives of other people by leveraging an affiliate marketing model. How do you become significant in the community by doing what you do? So one sign that you have grown as a young person or even an elderly person, one sign that you have grown is you are looking at life beyond money, beyond income and expenditure, beyond success, beyond just success of having cars and houses and partying and traveling to different countries and entering private jets. Yes, those are good, but there's more to that. There's life which contains meaning and significance and influence. And people who get to succeed in transferring value or distributing value to other people successfully have mastered how to live a life that is full of meaning, significance, and influence. Let us look at some important fundamentals when it comes to living a life of influence. Sarah Josepha once said that no influence is so powerful as that of a mother. No influence is so powerful as that of a mother. There are many of us that we will move heaven and earth for our mothers, even more than our fathers. Why? Why is that? There are many of us that will go heaven and earth. If mom is sick now, if something is sick now concerning your mom, you can borrow the bank to save your mom. That's influence. There's something that she did. There's something that she invested in you. There's some level of bonding and connection that you have with her. Why do you think you love your mom so much? There's some people that love their dad like that too. Why is that? But the most popular clause or the most popular experience is that of how people get to love their mothers. Why? Because one thing is that we get to spend time with our mothers more. With our mothers more. Why? Because maybe the dad was always out hustling and trying to feed the family and all of that, right? Somebody said that the impact of the father is never very loud, but the impact should be also loud like that of the mom. So we get connected to our parent, to our mother more because we spent more time with our mom, not our dad, right? Not because he did not love us, but because he was away so that he can keep you in the house, so they can keep shelter on your head, so they can give you food to eat and all of that. But that connection, that bonding, that time that you grow, that advice, that love, that support made you or has made you today or to consistently respect, honor her because of that particular influence. Influence is having people follow you because of what you represent, Paul Larson. Influence is having people follow you because of what you represent. That is why I look at any influential person and don't confuse between popularity and influence. I wrote something this morning that if you are popular on Facebook and you are not able to convert that popularity into money, into impact, or convert that popularity from Facebook to offline, you are just popular, you're not influential. There are people that when they post something, all they have is likes and comments, and that's it, and emojis, that is it. They cannot convert that into money. They cannot convert that into significant impact. And they cannot convert that offline. There are some people that have millions of followers on Facebook, thousands of followers on Facebook. If they do an offline event, nobody will show up. But they can make one post and have 15,000 likes. Yes, they are popular. They do things that are making noise and so on. But if they organize an offline event, people will think, what is it really worth it for me to pay my transport and time to go be where this person is? No. And that's why what you represent must be meaningful. As you desire to venture or to know about this particular career in affiliate marketing or any other career trying to build, what do you represent? What is your message? What is your mission? What do you represent that is significant? It has some meaning. It has some purpose. It can transform a human life to another dimension. That is influence. You will only have influence and power in the field of your gifts and talent. You will only have influence and power in the field of your gift and talent. Sunday Adelaide. It is hard for you to get influence in a field where you're copying another person, in a field where you're trying to be another person. You will only build influence and power when you tap into your greatest gifts and talents and begin to function in a very unique way that others cannot replicate easily. Look at anybody that is doing so well and is so influential in a significant and meaningful way. There's some level of gifting that they're tapping into. There's a level of talent optimization that they're practicing that has made them to be so influential and command a lot of power in their sector. What is your talent? What is that gift that you have that you can convert into a skill, into something meaningful and begin to impact people? The same, like, for example, affiliate marketing, for example. You get to be very influential in affiliate marketing if you're selling something or you're redistributing something that relates to what you're gifted to do or to what you're talented about or talented in. Do you know your top gift? Do you know your top talent? Therefore, I always say, and I agree, that influence may be the highest level of human skills. You are able to influence people to believe in what you represent. You're able to influence people to believe in your opinions. You're able to influence people to take action because of what you said or the kind of actions that you also take. That is so powerful. That is so incredible. That's influence. This master class, we're targeting what? This master class, we're targeting, the original number was 20, not the original number. We ended up admitting 37, for example. That is influence, because the truth is that if you did not believe in what we could teach you, you did not believe in what we represent as an institution, you would not be here. And it's the same for you also. If you don't represent something that is meaningful, that is significant, that is tangible, you will not command that kind of authority. You will not command that kind of influence that makes people to rush towards you to be part of what you're doing, to be part of what you represent. Show me somebody who can influence people. I will show you somebody who can never be poor in life. Show me somebody who can influence people. I will show you somebody who can never be stranded in life. Show me somebody who can influence another human being. I will show you somebody who can create a significant transformation in the society. If you are still getting me and you're tapping some value, indicates that you're getting me and you're tapping value.
Getting, Doctor.
Awesome.
I'm still getting you and I'm writing. Thank you.
All right, good. Let's proceed. Just indicate in the chat box, please. All right, let's proceed. Let's get to the punch. Let's hit it. Let's hit it on the head right now. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. Let's go. Punch number one. Punches means this is what you should be doing to build influence. So this is the heart of the matter. This is what you should be doing to build influence. Point number one, let's go, let's go. Commit to the essence of life. Commit to the essence of life. Influential people rise to the higher calling of helping people. Let me tell you somebody, the essence of life is helping people. The essence of life is loving people. The essence of life is being kind to the next human being sitting by you. The essence of life is encouraging another human being. The essence of life is giving hope to another human being. The essence of life is seeing somebody trekking and you can give that person transport to go to where they're going to. The essence of life is helping people. If you want to be very influential, build things, create things that can enhance the life of another person. Do things that can enhance or help people. That is the true meaning of influence. That's why you can see a lady on social media who is sharing, who all her pictures, she posts pictures and she's her boobs are outside, she's half naked, and here she will have thousands of likes, but that is all. She does that, she's just very popular because of her half nakedness stuff, but she is not influential. She is not meaningful. If you want to be influential, you have to find a vision which improves another people's life, another person's life. You have to do that. And this is a two-way thing. Either you can build a vision for yourself, or you can be part of a vision that is influencing or improving the lives of people. And this is something about vision people don't understand. Not everybody is a visionary. Naturally, only a few people are designed by the universe, by God, to become visionaries. The rest are to serve vision to another people. That's why you see some people that they will start a business will fail. Like 5 years, 10 years, they start an NGO, it doesn't work. They start this, doesn't work. They start this, doesn't work. It is not their calling to create visions. And that's one thing, before you start something, you need to be certain. Is this your purpose? Is your purpose to create and run a vision, or your purpose to support and build a vision? And yes, you can commit to the essence of life by being a vision builder and supporting a visionary. And sometimes many people get to discover whether they are not vision builders by trying and error. They try and build 4 businesses, all of them, even normal buy and sell up. They try and it fails. Before they get to, you know what, my job is not to run a business. My purpose is to be a worker somewhere, is to be an operations manager, is to be a marketing manager, is to be an accountant, is to be this. But commit to the essence of life. And the essence of life is helping people. Significantly find a way that you can help another human being. That is the point number 1 to being influential. Point number 2, stay ahead of the game. Yes, yes, yes. If you want to be really influential, be the person that stays ahead of the game. Influential people must be ahead of the crowd. This is a very powerful secret in life. If you really want to be relevant and influential in your sector, be ahead of the game as far as your sector is concerned. Be proactive, be futuristic, think ahead. Always know your next 10 moves. Always know your next 5 moves. Always know your next one. All is that you should be ahead of the crowd. For people to follow you, especially those who want to be influential and be visionaries, you need to, nobody will follow you if they know the same thing you know. If they can do the same thing you are doing. You're not going to command that kind of influence. You get a point? So you need to stay ahead of the game. I always say something. I always say that find where your sector is going to, find where your industry is going to, get there first, and then teach others how to get there. That's how you always remain influential. Get there first and teach others how to get there. If you have the gift of being proactive, you have the skill of being futuristic, this is one way to stay influential. For example, I love to anticipate how companies in the future are going to function. I love to anticipate. I even have a book, The Future of Work in Africa. I've tried to analyze the future of the African economy for the next 10, 15 years. That keeps me ahead of the game. And I'm very good at analyzing the industries, what's going to happen, what's going to happen. And the time I was telling my friend one time, in 2018, I told one of my friends that the way the public speaking industry in Cameroon is going to, between 2018 and 2020, we're going to have many young people that will flood the market in Cameroon to be public speakers, to be coaches, young guys who are going to mess up the industry. I started tilting away from public speaking. I thought, you know what, I'm going to move from being speaking in events here and there. Before 2018, in a year, I used to speak in about 250 events in Cameroon and out of the country. But last year, I did not speak in up to 100 events. I started rejecting some because everybody wants to be a speaker now. Oh, okay, fine. I have my own niche now. I know things I do differently now. That's the way you stay out of the game. You anticipate the industry and stay out of the game. Let others go there. Okay, create a new market for yourself. Create a new niche for yourself. Start doing what others are not comfortable at doing. Start paying the price that others are not willing to pay the price. Look at your industry. Are you in agriculture? Are you in technology? Are you in fashion? Are you in building construction? Are you in marketing? Are you in human capital development? Are you in education? Whatever field you are in, are you in entertainment? How can you stay ahead of the game? You need to be ahead of the crowd. And let me tell you something. Only maybe maximum 10% of people in an industry, like in a country like Cameroon, even globally, get to know how to stay ahead of the game because it takes price. It takes a price. It takes a lot of analysis, a lot of planning, a lot of projections. It takes commitment. It takes a skill. It takes dedication. And these are things that average people are not willing to pay the price for. You want to be influential? You want to say things and people get to listen? Then stay ahead of the game. You want things to happen and the BBCs and the CNN and the France and are looking for you, stay ahead of the game in your industry. Because they know that you're a thought leader. There are many things that when they happen in Cameroon, in the area, especially in the area of business and economy, I get BBC guys ringing my, oh, what do you think to say about this? Have you written an article about this? I just said what I've written. When anything happens in Cameroon, or sometimes the things happen, I already anticipated. I said, like last year in November, I started saying that there will be a little bit of inflation in Cameroon next year, in January. And I said, if the care is not taken, there'll be some new tax laws. So my friends are laughing that it's not going to happen. What that there are crises, the president may think that there's a lot of Cameroonians are not happy, he's not going to add. I said, look at the way things are going, the way I look at the economy, there'll be inflation. Some prices will add. You go to supermarket right now, some things that were just be 800 francs are now 1,000 francs, if you notice. A new tax law was put into place. And some other new things are going to happen. It's just based on what is happening. That's how you stay ahead of the game. You analyze it. Look at your industry. What can you do that others are not willing to do? What kind of price can you pay to know things that others are not willing to know? It's going to be a very powerful gift for you as a professional. Number 3, influential people leave instructions. They don't just give instructions, they leave instructions. For example, leave what you practice. Leave what you preach. Leave what you teach. That's why I always laugh at something. We're in the business of talking right now. Let's go to, or somebody's confirming the chat box that prices have increased. Yeah. And it may add for the like to match. So now let's go to something like I always talk about so much. Like you see somebody who leave university and is just maybe in the job market and go and study some career management, say I'm a career coach, and they've never had a successful CV, they've never had a successful interview, and they say they're a career coach. What kind of career do you have for yourself that they can coach other people? Or you say a young person, you are not yet 30, you're calling yourself a life coach. What life have you lived? Where have you failed? What do you really know about life that you can coach another person? Any life coach that is below 30, you're going to teach what you read from books. Because we are still learning life at this age. So somebody say I'm a constant business coach or business trainer. You don't have a failed business yourself. I always tell people in the real business consulting and business coaching, except those are just doing this quarter business, in the real business coaching and business consulting in a higher level, companies are gonna ask you for your portfolio. Send a document of the results you have produced for yourself and for other clients. Because you cannot be influential. Like that's it. I cannot be. There was no way. I did this from the beginning. There was no way I could be an influential business consultant. That's what I do full time. I sell knowledge. But I noticed that from the beginning, I had to run my own business first. And as I always say publicly, I am not an entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur because I need to prove that the things I teach work. If you look at my logo, it starts with trainer, consultant, coach. Entrepreneur is last. This thing is in order. According to profession, my passion, and my calling, I am a trainer first, consultant second, coach third, entrepreneur last. Entrepreneur, I'm not passionate about running a company. I have my own company, yes. I have staff for the company, yes. But trust me, I just run it so that I can prove when I go to consult in Kenya, in South Africa, these guys will ask for portfolio. What have you done? Do you have a business of your own? When people are recruited as a consultant, they ask questions like that. So for me to be influential in the business sector, I need to live the things I teach. I need to live my own instructions. For me to teach you about affiliate marketing, I must have made money from affiliate marketing. This is one of my personal convictions to myself. I avoid teaching what I've never done. The best teachers teach from the results you have manifested, then they can add innovation to it. Experience and innovative knowledge meshed together is so powerful. One of my mentees came to, I want to be a consultant. I give a challenge, go and build a business that's making a monthly profit of at least 500,000 francs. Then come, I'll put you to be a consultant. Are we there? So that's one of the most powerful ways to be influential. Start living, let people see the result of what you are giving as instructions. It's very powerful. I was telling one of my staff, don't organize trainings on things you have read or you assume. Organize trainings on things that you have overcome yourself. If you are good at goal setting, you set goals for yourself, and you achieve those goals, you are qualified to teach that because you are living that instructions. If you have conquered fear, if you know how to take action, if you have conquered sleep, you have conquered procrastination, go and teach on techniques to conquer procrastination. Don't go and put a big training, how to run a 10 million monthly company, profit company, when you don't even have 500,000 francs in your bank account. You're a scammer in disguise. Influential people leave their own instructions. Point number 4 on how to build influence and live a life of influence. Adopt a teachable spirit. Influential people are very humble to learn. They have mastered the art of learning, unlearning, and relearning. Learning has no ending date or hour, so you should continuously learn. Never stop learning. Always sought for new knowledge and ask questions. That's why you're here, which is good. So it means that you have one of the powerful signs of being an influential person. You are always learning. You're trying to learn something new that you can use today, tomorrow, next year, 10 years to come. No knowledge is useless if you know how to apply it. If you know how to upgrade it, no knowledge is useless. Consistently learn new things. The more new things you learn, that's how you stay ahead of the game. Buy books, buy courses, pay for training programs like this. They're going to challenge you. They're going to push you forward. They're going to increase your level of influence in the society. Number 5, listen. Listen, really, really listen. It is always pleasant to be the center of someone else's attention. So the next time you speak to someone, really pay attention to what they're saying and stay present as they are re-engaged in their story. What does that mean? For you to be influential to somebody, to a group of people, listen to them when they're talking. For you to build influence in my eyes, as I'm talking to you, you are paying attention, you are listening attentively. If I'm talking to you and you're on your phone or WhatsApp, you are disrespecting me, and I will not respect you again. And that's why I have lost influence in my own eyes. Now, imagine that you have done that bad habit of you're in a discussion with somebody and you're texting on WhatsApp, maybe in a corporate environment or in a business discussion, and you have done that to 100 people. You have lost influence before 100 people. Now, imagine that only 10 could have recommended you for a business. You have lost 10 business opportunities. There's always a ripple effect, either negative or positive, for every action in this marketplace. Listening is a powerful soft tool for building influence for yourself, because it makes people to understand that you're putting them at the center of your attention. You're paying attention to them. You're giving them the courtesy and the respect that they deserve. So from today, start listening. Start listening. Although I may not see many of you, but if I'm teaching and you're listening, you're WhatsApping, you're disrespecting me teaching you. You're listening and you're watching television at the same time. You're disrespecting me teaching you. Or you're listening and you're doing something different. You're disrespecting me teaching you. The difference that I'm not seeing you. So maybe you are not losing influence in my eyes, but maybe you're losing influence before your own self, right? But in any time in a discussion, especially in a corporate setting, professional setting, please increase your listening skills, increase your attention giving capacity. It is very powerful in building influence. Number 6, take initiative. Take the initiative. If you really want to build influence, take initiative. People who dwell in their comfort zone are never influential. Average people are never influential. People who don't step and do new things are never influential. People who are comfortable, they are mediocre, they are average, they're always complaining, they're blaming, they don't take steps. They're always in the crowd, they're always at the bottom. They're always like everybody else. When you don't take initiative, you're always like everybody else. If you're working in a company, you don't take initiative, you're always like an average staff. But if you want to be influential in your business, want to be influential in your industry, in your sector, in your community, be the person who is always taking initiative. Set out of your comfort zone and do new things. Set out of your comfort zone and run a project. Set out of your comfort zone and do a program. Set out of your comfort zone and initiate something that majority of the people are not comfortable at doing. Initiate something that will cost you money. It will cost you time. It will cost you energy. It will cost you a lot of things, but you will do something new that many people are not able to do. Take initiative. Do something that can set you apart from other people in your community. This alone will build your influence and set your influence apart from other mediocres around you, from other average performers around you. Only peak performers, only advanced performers, only competent performers take initiative. When you don't take initiative, it means you're a comfort zone performer. And comfort zone performers never produce incredible results. Incredible results is only reserved for people who take initiative. That thing that you've been procrastinating, that project, that event, that program, that book, that whatever, that important stuff that you've been procrastinating and not doing, go do it. Go take the initiative and get it done. Stop sitting in your comfort zone. Stop being average. You're not going to build the right influence doing all of that. Start taking initiative and setting yourself apart from majority of the crowd. Stop blending in the crowd. Take initiative and stand out of the crowd. People who blend in the crowd get to fight the crumbs. People who take initiative and stand out of the crowd get to eat the real meat. They stop waiting like a patient dog who ends up eating the bone, not the fattest, who end up losing the bone and the meat and everything. What are you going to do? What initiative are you going to take after this program? From tomorrow, Monday, what is that new initiative you're going to take? What are you going to take as the initiative? Set out. Number 7, point number 7, practice Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese word for continuous improvement. Influential people practice Kaizen consistently. Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy of life, which means continuous improvement. You're always improving all the core areas of your life. You improve how you think, you improve how you talk, you improve how you dress, you improve your character, you improve your humility, you improve how you read, you improve how you relate with people, you improve how you make money, you improve any core thing, you improve your relationships, you improve your health, you do sport, you're always improving. You're always focusing on, even with little actions, little actions, you're always improving. You're always improving. So for you to be influential, consistently improve. Don't let the crowd, don't let other people always see you the same. Last year you are the same. This year you are the same. Nothing has changed. Knowledge has not changed. How you talk has not changed. How you dress has not changed. How you eat has not changed. You have not grown fat. You have not grown small. You are just there. You don't influence people just being there. And there's nothing like being there. It's either you're progressing or you're regressing. There's nothing like being stagnant. Because even if you're stagnant, the world is progressing. And when something is progressing and you're standing, what does that mean? It means you are regressing, you're going behind. Either you're in a car and trees are standing and the car is standing. Immediately the car starts moving, what happens? The trees start going behind, right? When we are kids, we used to say that the kids are moving, the trees are moving, right? That's how the world is. That's how the society, that's how the industry is. So if you don't practice Kaizen, you are going to struggle in manifesting the right result for yourself. Practice Kaizen from today. Are you still there? Are you getting some value? Just write in the chat box.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for confirming. Point number 8, find your style. This is one of the most powerful ways that you can be very influential. Find your style, guys. Find your style. Know your style. Knowing your style will help you to be more intentional about using it well and managing it with shortcomings. You can leverage your unique style to become more influential and inspire others. One of the best ways to stand out of the crowd is to discover your style. When you copy the crowd, when you copy other people, you get lost in their own originality. And when you get lost in somebody else's originality, you miss out on your own originality and you quickly blend in with the crowd, and you never become influential when you blend in with the crowd. Never, ever, ever. Like, for example, yeah, you want to go into speaking, you want to speak like me, you want to speak like Les Brown, you want to speak like whoever. That's wrong. Find your style. You can learn from the others, but don't copy them. Discover your style. Focus on your originality. One of the biggest innovation is staying in your originality. What is your style? What is your style? I shared something this morning. I'm going to read, no, this afternoon. I'm going to read it. I read something brilliant today that put our individual mission into focus. When you reach heaven, God won't ask you, why were you not Moses or Jesus? Right? That's just an assumption, right? When you reach heaven, God won't ask you, why were you not Moses or Jesus? He will ask you, why were you not Joybert? Why were you not Bryce? Why were you not Donald? Why were you not Sidonin? Why were you not Bernardine? Why were you not Berkeley? That's what God is going to ask you. It sounds simple, but it's profound. You are put here on earth with a potential. You are put here on earth with a unique reality. You are put here on earth with a truth about who you can become and who you are put here to become. If you do the right thing every time, over time, you will realize that potential. So the question is, why are you not yourself? Why are you not pushing daily to manifest your highest potential? Why are you copying others? Why are you competing instead of tapping into your uniqueness, instead of tapping into your originality? The fastest way to blend in with the crowd is for you to copy another human being. The fastest way to get lost and become insignificant, become irrelevant in your industry, is for you to copy other people and minimize your originality. You cannot build influence in your industry by not finding your style. You're going to lose it. You're going to lose that influence because when others look at you, they see the already winning player. You get into an industry, imagine a player comes to the industry, they're trying to play like Messi or like Ronaldo. You're trying to fit into a shadow of somebody who is more influential, has a stronger brand, has more money than you, has everything more than you. Nobody will even notice you. Nobody will have your time. Because when they look at you, they see him. So they'll focus on him. Let us ignore this useless man and focus on the original Ronaldo. Why should we struggle to look at the copycat when there's still the original player that we can admire his style and enjoy his uniqueness? Find your style, guys. Find your style. It's very critical for you. Ideation and execution go together. If you want to be influential, you have to practice high-level executional intelligence. Ideas are not enough. Execution is king in the lives of influential people. One thing that influential people are good at is they have mastered the art of execution. I always say that if you are still somebody who procrastinates a lot, you are still somebody who lacks self-discipline, and you are calling yourself a CEO, you're a scammer. If you procrastinate, I will do it tomorrow, I'll do it this week, and then you don't do nothing. You watch television, you just do useless things. You are not a CEO. You are just a chief lying officer, a chief procrastination officer. So you need to execute. The middle name of a CEO is executive, and executive comes from the word execution. You've got to build the ability to execute every idea and every task that comes to you at the right time, at the right place, without procrastinating. I am thinking of, I'll go, I am planning, I am doing this. Chief executives officer eat procrastination for breakfast. Result-driven entrepreneurs, result-driven influential people eat procrastination for breakfast. What does that mean? It means that when you get up every morning, there's nothing like I will, I go, I am thinking, I am planning of. You get it done. You get it done. Influential people produce results. Influential people manifest ahead of the game, beyond the crowd. Number 10, demonstrate integrity. Nothing can ruin your influence and respect faster than the lack of integrity. Pay attention to your integrity. Pay attention to your credibility. Pay attention to your words. Don't lie. Just say what you can do. Don't steal. Be contented with what you have. Don't fake it until you make it. Practice. Own your reality and focus on working hard. Influential people, that's why there are many people that, somebody asked a question, do you know why many artists, many entertainers all over the world, including Cameroon, commit a lot of suicides? We know that because they are depressed behind the scenes. They are broke behind the scenes. They are squatting with friends behind the scenes. Sometimes people think that entertainers they are not very easy to find like that because they are trying to just reduce their value. It's beyond that. Some of them, they can only go out once in a while because when they can afford to rent a car to go out. They're trying to, anytime they're going out, they're trying to dress in a particular way to fit a status that in real life is not there. Majority of entertainment is fake it until you make it. And that's why when they struggle and they go behind the scenes, they are depressed, they're worried, and they end up committing suicide. Build your integrity, own your reality, work on it, perfect it, build it. Be a respecter of your own words. Point number 11, manage your brand. I have a course on building a top-notch personal brand, a video course of that. You should get that course. I have broken down the ability to build and manage your brand in a very powerful way. People of influence understand the importance of perception. Branding is all about perception. Branding is what people say about you in the room when you are not in that room. Branding is the discussion that a boy and a girl, or a man and a woman, when they sleep on their bed in the night at 11 p.m. and they're talking about you. That's what they say. That's the brand that you have. Now imagine yourself out of the room. What would they say about you? That is your brand. Branding, many people think that branding is going to a photo studio and taking photo shots. How many people do? That's not branding. Or having a logo. That's not. Those are branding elements, branding tools. The real brand is the perception. Like if you have the best beautiful pictures, the best logo, and nobody knows you, nobody can talk about you. No newspaper can quote you anywhere. No journalist can quote you anywhere. No, even not to that high level. Even your friends, when they sit and talk, what do they say about you? Your family members, what do they say about you? That is your brand. Your brand is when you go for an interview and you talk during that interview and you have left the interview room. What the interviewers say about you is a brand you left behind through your answering of questions. That is the real brand. The photo sessions and the logos, all of that just come to, they're just like onions and Maggi that makes the soup. The real food is the food, right? The real food is in Jamanjama itself, not the, without oil, we can see in Jamanjama. Without Maggi, we can see in Jamanjama. That's the real thing. That's the real brand. So pay attention to your brand, manage your brand, build it, take actions, do the right things, consistently be excellent at what you do. And building a top-notch brand takes time. You don't build an incredible brand in 2 years, in 1 year. The most sustainable brands take at least 7 years of consistent hard work in that brand. The current training brand I have across Africa when it comes to training and consulting, it's taken me 11 years to build that. 11 years of consistent hard work every single day. Consistent building, consistent management. One Facebook influencer inboxed me the other day and said, please, can you give me the number of the people in BBC that you always call them for them to come and interview, or France and God? I say, I've never called any journalist to come and interview. I have never sit and call BBC journalists. They find me and they come and interview me. It's the brand, it's not me. When you're a top leader and you're good at your brand, they will find you. Invest in doing the right thing when it comes to your brand. Influential people have a very strong brand. Forge partnerships. Point number 12, forge partnerships. It is impossible to be an expert in everything. Instead, surround yourself with people who possess qualities you lack. Forge partnerships. For example, one of the best ways to build brands is to find a more influential person and be a program with that person in your sector. Like, for example, there are some guys that do programs, like guys in Nigeria right now. Many of them are trying to do programs with me right now. There's international programs, and some guys in Rwanda, international programs right now. What's the best way to build a continental brand? I used to do programs with guys in other countries too. That's the best way to cut across their own sector, and they cut across their own sector. Right? Look at your sector. Who can you forge a partnership with? It builds a very strong brand because it leads to relationships. When people see you oh, you're relating with this person, oh, that's excellent. And somebody made a funny post this morning. I've never shared his post. And trust me, somebody like me, I don't share any kind of stuff on my timeline. I always say it, I don't just share things anyhow. If I'm one thing, people get to minimize sharing. If people get to inbox me, please, can you share my events? Can you do that? I'll just say, okay, and I'll never share it if it doesn't meet my standards. Sharing is beyond sharing. If I share your stuff, it means I'm endorsing you. I am not just endorsing that particular thing I'm sharing. I am endorsing your personality. I am endorsing your brand. I am endorsing what you stand for. When somebody comes and share my stuff, I go straight to their profile. I look at their profile, the last 10 posts or 20 posts. If I see nonsense, I just ignore you. As simple as that. Because I'm not just sharing that. Me sharing your post is endorsements. It's a form of small partnership, social media partnership, to say. So one guy this morning, he wrote a post about the upcoming Go Mad, and when I shared that, I've been seeing his post all right. He's a great guy doing stuff. But when I shared, the guy when I put on his stuff that that I don't blow, Joybert shared my post, and then that particular a lot of reactions. Just a few minutes, so like there's something like so many comments on that guys are talking about it and all of that. And other guys said, I wish you could share my post someday, right? That alone, that is some partnership that's being formed. I was talking about that to endorsements, because when you partner with a particular person, he indirectly endorses you, or she indirectly endorses you. If you partner with a thought leader in your sector, that is a powerful way to build influence, because they're going to endorse you in one way or the other. Just them sometimes posting a picture of you and mentioning you in a social media or their website automatically changes everything about you. And that's why you need to make sure that you have a good brand and you have a good credibility, because you're not going to forge partnership with people who are very high standard. They're also going to protect their brand and their integrity by avoiding to deal with people who have a weak brand, or people that even have a weak brand and somebody still work with you. But if you have the wrong integrity, the wrong credibility, they will never work with you. Forge partnerships. Very important for you to build your influence. Define values, what matters to you. It is tough to live an influential and fulfilling life if you are living a life that isn't congruent with your values. Influential people have core values. Influential people have principles. It could be values like, you know what, I don't smoke. I don't drink alcohol. I don't keep late nights. I don't believe in laziness. I don't believe in dating multiple partners. I don't believe in cheating on your spouse. I don't be just set some very core values, things that they're like your self rules and regulations, things that you cannot do, things that you don't need anybody to motivate you not to do. Right? Those are your values. I was sharing something one time. I put something one time on social media, and I was saying that I will not cheat on my wife, not because I'm afraid of her. I will not cheat on her because my values says that, or my principles as a man states that, or because I am a principled man who says I will never cheat on you. So I'm not cheating because I'm afraid of you. Who be you, Zef? Are you not a woman? Right? I'm just trying to break it down so that you see that it is my responsibility. Many people don't cheat on their wife, of course, what will the woman do? You cry and shout and do all of that. They watch that, of course. Now they are pouring acid and choking people with knife. So that's very risky. But again, beyond that, you can still defend yourself physically in that kind of case. But you know, that is beyond you not cheating on your wife, comes from the place of principles and core values. You not stealing, you not taking bribes, you not being corrupt, you not doing certain things. It's not because you're afraid of people. It's because you are a principled human being. And let me tell you, when you're principled, people like you. People respect you. You command a certain level of influence. There are many of my friends that there are some things they tell me that they don't tell their wives, don't tell their husband, because they know I'm principled. I don't drink, I don't go to a beer parlor, I don't do many things. So they will laugh at me when they're going to drink more. They don't tell me. I'll just see the pictures, just say, oh, pal, we did this side the other day. I'll just hear my stories. No, but what they will not say no, come. They will say things like that. But when there's a serious something, like something, they will not tell their fellow friends that they went drinking. They'll come and tell me, or they want to do a serious business move, or go to another country, or do something important that is very important, significant. They will never tell them that they're drinking friends. Or they want to go and do something like marriage, like something that I never just happened. Like I'm not married yet, but sometimes many of my friends, they want to go to. One of my friends said, I want to do my wedding I didn't want to be, I refused to be the best man. They said they wanted me to be there. I thought I could pray for him before he go on the wedding. I said, I'm not a pastor. Why do you want me to pray for you? He said, because you're a principled person, right? But apart from that, one thing I've got to learn is that people who are very haphazard without principles, they have a lot of respect for principled people. There are some things that they cannot tell other people, but they'll come and tell you. And that's the real influence. What's the need of having friends that you drink with when they want to make an important move, like maybe go get married or go buy a car or buy a land or build a house? They never tell you. You just hear it that they bought a land, so they have never told you. But they have somebody to go and tell you or ask advice from. But you that you guys drink from Monday to Sunday, they will never tell you. Have you noticed that? That's the influence. Another person is more influential in those kind of things more than you. You are only popular when it comes to drinking, but you're not influential in concrete decisions. That's the difference. Pay attention. What are your values? What are your self-rules and regulations as a person? Point number 14, live in the blue ocean in your industry. For those who have read business, there's a red ocean and there's a blue ocean. Red ocean is where many people are competing, where the crowd is competing. It's like sharks. When sharks are fighting and competing, they are biting each other and the blood is coming out. That's red ocean, right? Red ocean is where everybody is competing for a small piece of the pie, small piece of the market. The blue ocean is when you have left the red ocean, you have left where people are fighting, and you have created your own market. You have created your own emerging market. You have created your own opportunity, and you are tapping it from glass. I'll say, for example, when it comes to speaking in events and public events here and there, it's a red ocean now in Cameroon, because young speakers are rising everywhere. Guys no experience. They have never been certified as coaches. They've never gone to a proper training to make them good coaches or good consultants. Everybody wants to be a speaker and a coach right now. That's red ocean. They're fighting in small events. Small events. Okay, I left that. When you're going to class in an event now, I know events are speaking. Like this year, I know how many events are speaking. Go mad, another one, and that's all. Any other event, I don't have your time. I have my own market. I've created my own blue ocean. I have my own market right now that I'm building. It's impactful, making money and creating more impact, even I think. It's more significant, right? So for you to remain influential, leave the red ocean, leave where everybody's fighting to get a spot in the pie and all of that, and create a blue ocean market, create your own niche, dominating it. And it's going to be very powerful for you. Okay, good. Point number 15, build a growth mindset. Build a growth mindset. When things get tough, they look for ways to improve their skills and keep working towards being influential. For you to be able to build influence, have a growth mindset. Be somebody who improves skills, and you always find better ways of getting things done. Eliminate roadblocks. Eliminate roadblocks. When you meet a roadblock, you eliminate it. You don't complain, you don't whine, you don't cry, you don't eliminate it. How can I make it work? How can I go above it? How can I go around it? How can I go through it? But by all means, find a way to eliminate the roadblocks. For you to become influential, be somebody who eliminates roadblocks. People respect you for that. So this person, I respect this person because nothing stops him or her. If you want to get out of any situation, contact this person. They're going to push you out of the situation. Eliminate roadblocks. Instead of complaining, eliminate. Instead of blaming, eliminate. Instead of crying, eliminate. Instead of mourning, eliminate. The job is to eliminate the roadblocks. It's very important for you to be influential. Your friends will respect you. Your family will respect you. Your colleagues will respect you. Competitors in the industry will respect you because they know that you're a bulldozer. They know that you do things they're not able to do. You eat problems for breakfast. You eliminate them, push them aside, and get things done. You build massive influence. You build massive respect when you are somebody who eliminates roadblocks instead of complaining, whining, and crying about them. Become skillful and competent. This is one of the most critical foundations in building influence. If you want to become influential, be so good at what you do that nobody can ignore you. Build your skills, build your competence in such a way that you're going to become so good that nobody can ignore you. Build that competence, build that skills. Go back to school if need be. Attend trainings like this if need be. But by all means, be very skillful. Be ahead of the game in the industry when it concerns knowledge and skills. You cannot build influence when you don't have skills and competence. I always say something funny. You don't have money, you don't have anointing, you don't have knowledge. What do you have? You only have mouth to talk with no influence. You're only popular. Become skillful, become so excellent when it comes to the real skills of the industry. Hold tangible skills. Learn a tangible skill that is very significant, like the affiliate marketing is a skill. Like I'm teaching influence and affiliate marketing. Influence and affiliate marketing is a skill. I've given you these 17 techniques that you can practice and you build influence. This is a skill. Anything that you have a step-by-step process on how to do it, if you do the steps, you have acquired the skills. For those who are interested, we can even give you a certificate on a certificate program on building influence and affiliate marketing high-income skill. For those who are interested, but we don't teach about certificate. Although we have an institution, the Center for Entrepreneurship, Leadership, and Business Management Development Africa. We are certified, accredited. Our certificates are being used you can use in the UK, in America, in Asia, across Africa. Like for those of you who know Henry Owana, who does training on digital marketing, where they want to certify, we want to certify his trainees, and he was giving testimony on Facebook today and yesterday, how 2 students, he did a training to them on international social media marketing. We certified, and 2 of them have gotten a job. One got a job as webmaster marketer, one got a job as a traditional marketer in a company. Because we are focusing on international accreditation, skillful certification programs. This is the kind of thing, straightforward, practical, you get it and you do it and you shine, right? Become skillful, guys. Become skillful at what you do. Conclusion, the outcome of influence, one sign that you have become influential, 3 important things. Never forget this about influence. If you are truly influential, it means that number 1, improved self. The outcome of influence is there's an improved self. Yourself, you listen to me. You are more improved. Number 2, you improve the society. Yes, you improve the society. Number 3, you make a living. In other words, I don't believe in influential broke people. You cannot claim I'm influential. Money, you cannot feed yourself. You cannot buy a small dress for yourself. You cannot do anything that makes sense of money. You're always borrowing. You're always living hand to mouth. That influence has something wrong. Influential people can always have something to monetize and get highly paid. So these 3 key things are the outcome of influence. There's an improved self. You become an improved human being. You become an improved professional. You become an improved entrepreneur. Number 2, you improve the society. Your influence is felt by the society, your village, your family, your community, your quarter, your town, your country, your continent, if possible, and one of the world. Number 3, make a living, make money. Let your influence finance your living. Let your influence pay your house rent. Let your influence buy you a dress. Let your influence buy you a car. Let your influence do something significant in your life, but make a living. Don't be, if you are influential, if you are, in quote, if you're influential and broke, you are just popular. It is possible to be popular and poor. I don't think guys like in quarter, they know everybody in the quarter, but they are always living hand to mouth, or they're on the errand boys. Influential people have a profound impact on everyone they encounter. That's the second conclusion. Influential people have a profound impact or value on everyone they encounter. Thank you so much, everybody. That is it for the first session on living a life of influence, which I think is prerequisite for you to do